Hello and welcome back to Pendor Rearmed. We're in a tournament and we're going to try and see if we can win this because I do need to get a little bit of extra, an extra relation actually with the town. Obviously, it's also going to be kind of useful to get a little bit of money because we are going to be hopefully winning this. There we go. I actually already eliminated someone. That's perfect. 4 teams with 2 fighters each. Let's see if we can do this. Not, oh dear. I'm not actually that. Oh no. I am not that confident in defeating our T-Knights because indeed they are here. There are a huge number of them in actual fact for some reason. So that's actually extremely uncomfortable considering they are basically almost on the same level as a Noldor Twilight Knight. And so having to deal with those in a tournament situation, probably not the greatest. Yes, I'm just trying to use my friend as a bit of a wall there. Yes, that would have been rather bad if I had gotten myself taken out there at that exact moment. But thankfully, we were able to survive. There we go. Oh, another T-Knight. Wow, okay. Yeah, there's so many of them. There are so many of them. It's actually pretty terrible. Okay, oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, nice. Okay, nice lance, actually. Nice lance. Wow, Kratos immediately killed. Actually, very surprised that he let himself get killed by someone such as me. Oh dear. We're going to have a bit of a problem here, maybe. Oh no, never mind. Nice. 2 double couch lance. Actually, extremely nicely done right there. Okay, I've got a 2-handed. This is okay. Don't get killed. I'd actually like to kill the couch lancing guy, or at the very least, try to do some damage to him. Because if we... There we go. I was going to say, if we let him just do his own thing, right? If we let him run at our friend here, we were probably going to be having some big issues. Nice. 83 damage. Is this another T-Knight? Feels like another T-Knight, to be honest. Yeah, let's see if I can do this. There we go. Yep, it was, actually. They have about 95 HP, so me hitting him for 80-something, yeah, that tracks quite well. Okay, so this is a hero adventurer right here. We're going to have some issues with him. Possibly. They've got very good proficiencies as well. And by the way, we're currently at Ethos. That's where we're currently at. And it's currently under siege. So I thought I'd do a tournament. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, so I've gone into a battle against Justice Ducks, which is indeed the brother of Justice Goose, and indeed Justice Other Bird type. Yes, indeed. So now we are going to hopefully be able to eliminate him. We don't know whether we're going to be able to do that, because they do have almost 420 Blaze It amount of people in their armies, and that would be kind of... well, it's basically double. It's basically double what we've got, so... I'm not a terribly big fan of that. I'd like to go into the garrison and actually pull out some more T-Knights, but I already had a look, and there are none. Yes, there are none. And also, by the way, this siege actually isn't even happening now because the other people that were nearby, they basically decided to leave. Yes, they decided to leave, and I'm kind of a bit perplexed as to why. I'm not sure why they would do that. Oh, nice damage from that couch lance right there. Maybe we can just do a little bit of something else here. There we go. Oh, an Empire Knight almost had our number there, but no. That is not good enough. Wow, yes, actually doing some pretty nice damage, surprisingly so. Usually I'd say to myself, oh no, this is absolutely terrible because, you know, I'm up against... well, basically every single cavalry that the opponent has available, but look at how much damage we're doing. We're actually doing some pretty nice damage here, if I do say so myself. And look at this guy. He's just getting himself absolutely slaughtered. We don't really have much that we can complain about here. Gonna be telling my forces to charge in, of course. I'm gonna probably tell my archers to stand back a little bit, though, because we do have 18 of them, actually. Yes, I'm not used to having that many archers. Most of the time, we're just running around with a bunch of cavalry and things like that, and it really is making a massive difference actually to utilize those in a number of different situations, like we've seen in the sally out in Yavexholm. If you were there for that episode, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But yes, that really made a huge difference to our overall ability to just farm some renown. Extremely lucrative to do that. And if we can maybe make something work here, I mean, literally, look at this, 130. We've lost 4 people. That's just craziness. That's just crazy. But obviously, as you can see, we are ending up losing a handful of Mistmount and Shaman. Thankfully, nothing too dramatic. I'm kind of hoping that because these guys are maybe not going to be the cream of the crop, as it were, we might have a bit of a better, should we say, well, ratio. Let's just say that. A bit of a better ratio to our deaths, because obviously, if you take a look there, we just lost a Heretic Magnus. Not great. Definitely don't want to lose any more of those if I can help it. And the Hero Adventurer. No. How dare you? How dare you do such a thing? But obviously, we do have a nice new amount of adventurers that we recruited in the previous episode, just at the very end of that episode, actually, because we got very, very lucky finding them in a tavern somewhere. I can't remember where it was. But yes, that was very, very useful, and certainly something that I want to see happen many, many times over. Thank you very much. Whoa, these guys are actually spawning in and meaning quite a bit of business. Okay, yeah, that's not particularly good. Yeah, this is not particularly good. Okay, let's try to kill that guy. Knight of the Phoenix. Oh, okay. We might have to be a little bit careful of that fellow. We do have a lot of enemies around this area, and this is exactly the reason why our forces are being eliminated here, actually. Because they're just so close to the enemy's spawn location. We're pretty much on top of their spawn location, which is not exactly great. That's usually the reason why I personally prefer it when an opponent is aggressive, because then you can kind of get them away from their reinforcement zone. Obviously, it also makes a big difference if you yourself decide that you want to move away from your reinforcement zone, because, well, as you might expect, if you're far away from your reinforcements, you might have some issues. So that is a bit of a problem in itself. But thankfully, no, we're okay. You know, we don't have to really worry about this too much. 68? Wow, what? Okay, I'm actually kind of... I'm weirded out by this. 68 Renown. I was not expecting 68 Renown from a battle that literally only cost us about 30 troops, which is really not bad at all. I can let this guy go as well. I'm going to be taking this guy prisoner, however. And look at what we got here. Look at this. Old Imperial Triarius armor with cape. I mean, really, how can we say no to the thing with cape? Yes. The thing with cape is always good. The thing with cape is better with cape than without cape. I might be able to get a cape for our Emerald Rune Plate. I highly doubt it, actually, but maybe we will be able to. I don't know. Yeah, let's leave here. Take all of these. We do have a ransom broker in the town as well. And here is the ransom broker, so we can just sell that for 2,700. Really, really nice there. And we can also sell a handful of other goods too. And bear in mind, obviously, we do have a large pouch of diamonds as well. So if you look at my money situation at the moment, it isn't as bad as you think, because we obviously have another 100,000 just waiting in our inventory there. I'm actually not entirely sure what you could even use the large pouch of diamonds for in that form, with the exception of the obvious things, of course. Why would you want to transfer your money into diamonds? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what that would even create. What kind of benefit would that provide us? I don't actually know. But you know, if it just sits in our inventory, that is, I'm not too sure what it would do there. But anyway, we are gonna get some Pendor recruits, I think. I think we're gonna get some Pendor recruits, and we're gonna try to level them up as best as we can, because I think they actually level into Biscuit Sergeants, which I would very much like to get a hold of. Alright, so the dreaded war horn sound. Yes, if you've been around on my channel for that long, then you'll know that I actually specifically made a video, because I was so annoyed by it, but I specifically made a video a very long time ago on how to remove the war horn sound from Pendor. And yes, I probably need to watch my own video if I want to remove that, which is actually hilarious. But yes, there you go. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to just get another point of power strike here, because obviously, well, I want to try to, you know, still, you know, continue inflicting as much damage as possible. And I feel like we're not actually, we don't seem to be, are we dying that much? Maybe we are. Maybe we are actually dying that much. Maybe I need to do something about that. Oh well. Anyway, Lethal Durin is obviously advanced, so I should probably spec him into something. What do I want to spec him into? Well, probably intelligence here. and probably spec him into trainer skill. All things considered, probably spec him into trainer skill, because I could spec him into power draw, and generally, actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's spec him into power draw. Literally, get him another 2 points in power draw. I mean, how can we say no to that? I feel like it's just a no-brainer to really do that. That's probably the way to go, to be honest. Okay, yeah. I can't believe I was going to spec him into trainer skill. I don't know. Was that? Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good to do that. I don't know. Anyway, let's go to the troop trees real fast. Have a look at the Kingdom of Pendor, because we do need to take a look at the Pendor recruits, as you can see. So what we need to do is we need to get Pendor Man-at-Arms, these guys right here. It is going to take quite some time for these guys to level up. So yeah, we need Pendor Man-at-Arms. We've so far spent 752 prestige. That's actually an insane amount considering the very small amount of T-Knights that we got. But yes, Pendor Militia, they will eventually level up into Footmen. I need to be a little bit careful here about these guys. I kind of... Yep, there we go. Okay, this is actually perfect. Very nice. All right, 324. We're getting 64. What is going on with the Renown? What is going on with the Renown for us right here? We're getting so many really, really nice rewards for these recent battles. I have to admit, I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't know why that would be the case, but yeah, apparently we are getting a significant amount from battles that I personally feel are going to be relatively simple for us to win. But maybe I don't know, maybe I'm hallucinating that or something. I don't actually know, but I mean, right now, these fellows shouldn't be difficult at all. These guys should be extremely easy for us to deal with. Ooh, there we go. All right, so we actually are ending up losing a rather significant amount of troops in this particular battle, and that's because they have Shadow Legion. Yes, they have the Shadow Legion Knighthood Order here. And that's the reason why they're absolutely slaughtering us right now, because they're really good. They're really, really good. I've used them in the past. They are probably one of my favorite Knighthood Orders if you want to choose something to go with. They're not the greatest, as I said. They're not actually super amazing or anything like that, but I personally feel like they are very strong in a situation exactly like this, which is actually kind of ironic considering. But yes, the point is they're very good with their thrown weapons. I can't believe we actually just lost a Noldor Ranger. Wow, that's really bad. That is really bad for us. But I'm not actually going to retreat here. I will not retreat for any reason. The reason why? We want to get that Renown. We want that Renown. We want that Prestige, because Renown directly translates into Prestige, and we need Prestige if we want to further, gain as many custom Knighthood Order units as we can get our hands on. Oh no, another Noldor Ranger, really? Okay. Another Noldor Ranger. I can't believe it. Okay, well that's not great, but the enemy should basically be done after this particular wave of units. The most annoying thing actually about my forces right now is that they're actually using their thrown weapons, or shall we say using their ranged weapons more specifically. That's the most annoying thing, because the enemy is actually, in my opinion, slightly better at that, which is hilarious, to even say that, because we obviously have Noldor. And we do have our own, T-Knights and all that wonderful stuff, and they're really good at what they do. But, and this is a pretty big issue for us, the enemy Shadow Legion troops, they have exceptional thrown weapon skills. And that's exactly the reason why they've been able to kill so many of us, because they were able to just use these high damage, high base value high damaging power throw spect units to inflict maximum burst damage against us. And that's the reason why they did so much damage, really. I mean, look at that. 64 renown for us, however, and look at this. We lost 8 Heretic Magni. We lost 4 Fierce Vein Berserkers, 2 Noldor Rangers, which is probably the most painful thing. Wow. I'm actually really, really surprised. Okay, the shame of it. I will be taking him prisoner. And this guy, however, is going to be released. Thank you. And, yeah, okay, so we're... this is... yeah. We're actually at war against... we're at war against the Empire. Yes, we're at war against the Empire. So this is going to be a little bit problematic for us, in general. Because I'm not entirely sure how we're going to really deal with them. But, I guess we can just try our best. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens here. I think what we're gonna have to do. I'm actually not entirely sure how we're gonna do this, but yeah, actually, you know what? Let's speak to Roland in just a second. I'd like to speak to Roland. Hello there, sir. I'd like you to join me. Actually, wait a minute. Let me just. I am 232. Yeah, okay, that's absolutely fine. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to speak to Roland real fast. Oh, of course not. I literally just interacted with him one time, and now he's... okay, well, that's fine. We'll just deal with it. We'll just deal with it. That's okay. That's fine. It's not really fine, but okay. Yeah, that's great. Okay, oh, we have Sigismund. Okay, he actually has a significant amount of, well, I don't even know what to really spec him into at this point. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? I guess I could just get him some more strength. If I got him more strength, that would probably be the way to go, I guess. Or I could spec him into leadership. The problem is he can only spec into leadership 3 times, which is really bad. So I'm thinking we'll just go with strength here. And I'm going to spec him into... I don't even know what. Yeah, this is really bad, actually. This is really, really bad. I don't know what to spec him into, to be honest. I think we'll probably just spec him into power draw, just in case he actually ends up using a bow of some kind, but that's pretty terrible. I mean, crossbow is better for him, so I don't know. I don't actually know how to spec this guy at all. So that's a bit of a problem in itself, but I guess we'll just, you know, we'll just make do with what we have here, and we'll just put this guy in here. There we go. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to see, do we want to absolutely destroy the Empire before dealing with the Fierce Vein? The problem is, I am on a really strict time limit at the moment, because what we're going to have happen here is the Fierce Vein are going to be attacking us this entire time. They're going to be attacking us. They're going to try and eliminate Windholm as well as Valenbray. That is not what we want, right? And the same thing with the Dashar. They're obviously going to continue attempting to attack us. And the same thing, of course, with the Empire. Now, the question is, do we want to go over to Janos and immediately take it? Do we want to just immediately throw ourselves at that and try to take it as fast as possible? I'm thinking yes, but I'm also thinking no. So, yes is going to win, and we are going to just go over there straight away. And we'll see what we can do. How many do they have here? They have a significant amount. Of course they do. They have 646. The question is, are we going to be able to... Are we going to be able to win there? Are we going to be able to win? Maybe. Let's do it. Let's try it out. We're going to have to do this. We don't want to lose any honor if we can help it. Ah, look at that. The tea and biscuits from Ethos have assembled a war party to assist the Fierce Vein rebels. Well, that's very nice, isn't it? Yes, that's very, very useful. That's actually exceedingly useful. And indeed, Valenbray has now been besieged by the Dashar, like I said. So this is what we're going to have a problem doing now. Yes, we are going to have a consistent issue here. And I'm going to have to... Oh, no. I hope my forces are actually going to be able to do some damage to these guys. Okay, come on now, come on now. We need more damage, please. We need more damage. More damage than that. We need more damage than that. Okay, I'm going to have to tell my guys to charge in. Alright, so we managed to do that. That was a little bit dicey. A little bit dicey for my liking, but yeah, gotta do stuff, right? Gotta do stuff, otherwise we are going to be left behind. I had my shield up. I had my shield up. Are you serious? We're not gonna get Renown now. Oh, we did! Oh no, we actually got Renown. Okay, that's really nice. Oh, that is hilarious. Okay, that's really, really cool. I actually thought that we were not going to get Renown for that. Okay, that is really, really nice. Okay, so yeah, we did eliminate 138. We're actually just going to leave here for a real quick second because, well, Bird is leveled up, but we also got these guys leveled up. So we're going to be doing a little bit of something with them in just a second. I just need to make sure I know what I'm doing with these guys. We're going to make them... Yeah, of course. Okay, Veteran Footman. Let's do that. Now the question is, do we just leave the, wow, Bodis is a really good leader. Look at that. Bodis is literally insane. What is going on with her? Wow, I would love to make her into a vassal. Can we make her into a vassal, please? I don't think I can. That's the thing. I don't think I can I? I'm the marshal, but that's it. Oh dear. Okay. Would you then support my cause? Oh, she can go off and do that? Okay, yeah, let's actually do that. I thought she'd already done that. Okay, never mind. I had no idea that she hadn't done that already. Okay, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a call here. We're going to make a judgment call. The judgment call is this. We are not going to go back to Valenbray right now. What we're going to do is we're going to make a brief stopover in Ethos really, really fast here. And we are going to take what we can out of the garrison. Obviously, as you know, as expected, this is very, very harsh for us. But what we're going to do is we are going to double down on attacking the Empire. That is going to have to be the thing that we do. It's going to be a little bit dicey, obviously, but we're going to have to try our best here. I want to view our noble recruits. Okay, so I can get some Pendor noblemen into our court for 17,000. This is really very useful. Let's do it. Then we're going to go out here. Let's train our steward in just a second. Okay, so we've got the noblemen. We've got 34 of them. I need to level these into Pendor knights, and I need them to live. So the question is, do I just want to stick around here? Do I just want to stand here randomly like an idiot and just let my trainer skill do its job? Well, yes, that's probably going to have to be what we do, unfortunately. Alright, so I actually have something to show you right now. I'm actually very excited about this because this is something that doesn't usually happen very easily, but apparently Pendor Knights are quite simple to level up. They actually seem a lot easier to level than even the Footmen. I'm not entirely sure what's even going on with that, but yeah, anyway, we have 19 of these guys, and that means we're going to be getting another 19 Tea Knights in just a second, but this is what I'm excited about. Look at this. We got our Tea and Biscuits War Party, and they are attempting to fight, you guessed it, the Empire Immortals from Janos, hilariously enough. I'm actually kind of surprised that they sent out a war party, but look at how, look at them. Look at my guys destroying this. They literally, look at this. They cannot do anything. The enemy has nothing on our forces. Look at this. They literally just got they got manhandled. That's it. That's literally what happened right there. Look at this. This is crazy. They absolutely murdered an entire party of Empire Immortals. And they did have a slight numbers advantage, of course, but you know, even despite that, they were very, very effective. Okay, so let's induct some troops. We can get 19 Pendor Knights. Let's do that, and we'll get the Biscuit Sergeants as well, even though I do think that is a little bit of a waste. A little bit of a waste of prestige, unfortunately. But you know, I kind of have to, you know, get as much of a benefit as possible. That's what I have to do right now. And we're going to go over to Janos. And we're going to hopefully... Oh, they are actually coming along. Yes, they are actually coming along with me. This is perfect. Okay. Yeah, by the way, Valenbray was taken just literally a minute or two ago. So very, very unfortunate to see that. But yeah, that's... yeah, I can't really do much about that, unfortunately. So we will just do this. Let's hope that my war party is going to be coming over here. Are they actually coming over here? No, they don't seem to. I think they don't really seem to want to assist with sieges. Or it seems like that's the case. Oh, there is another sally out. This is actually remarkably good for us. Okay, come on now. Kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them, kill them. That's what I need. I need them to die. I need them to die very, very fast. Let's do it. Come on now. All right, looks as though we've got this. I think. We've just got to be a little bit aware of the fact that they have a massive amount of Empire crossbowmen, and as you know, they are extremely dangerous. They can do a lot of damage. They can do a lot of damage very, very quickly. So I'm kind of hoping that we're going to be able to walk along the troop line here and inflict as much damage as possible on these guys, or at least try to get them into a situation where they're not firing at our opponents or at our allies. At our opponents, really? No, at our opponents? No, come on now. At our allies, thank you very much. And if we can just do that, I will be pleased. And as we've seen, I'm not sure if it really matters whether we get eliminated anymore in a sally out, because I've always seen that does not. That's not very good. That's not very good. Anyway, there we go. 102 renown. I'm extremely, extremely pleased that we're getting so much renown for this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to exit once again. Just going to let this run for a little bit of time. And hello. Yes, they're traveling here. Of course they are. Okay, yeah, that's not going to do. Thank you very much. They're not going to go... Oh, they went in. And then they left. And now they're going in. Oh, okay. All right, well, this is kind of interesting. All right, so 250 against the enemy's 400. I think we're going to be fine, but look at what is going on with the renown values? We're getting amazing renown for this. This is really good, actually. This is really, really good. Power leveling our renown situation here. I mean, really, how can we say no? This is absolutely perfect. Unfortunately, we have a bit of a troublesome spot on our hands, because this actually means that we are potentially going to face an army that can destroy us. Because obviously 71 renown, that directly translates into strong army. Yeah, even if we are equal in terms of numbers, it doesn't necessarily mean the same when it comes to the actual strength of the opponent. So we might have some issues here, hopefully not. I'm just so incredibly lucky to have a small semblance of Noldor power in our army here, because as you can see, they are absolutely sniping the opponent from all the way across the map, as you might expect them to do. And indeed, we do have a number of Empire crossbowmen who are trying to go toe-to-toe with the Noldor. That's probably not the best idea for their health, but who am I to say no to that? I am perfectly happy for them to do that. It is just going to help us in the long run, so yes, very nice indeed. I'm going to try and eliminate this guy. He's absorbing way too many arrows for my liking. Let's try and distract these guys, try and get them to face their backs to our forces. Try and kill that guy, thank you very much. And let's go up the hill here slightly. It's going to be very, very dangerous for us to actually deal with the hill and the various environment here. Not a terribly big fan of the battlefield. Omen Seeker was eliminated. Oh, okay, that's not particularly nice. Well, I can't really do much about that. Let's tell our forces to charge in. I was kind of hoping to eliminate that guy, but oh well, never mind. Ah, yes, Guardian Empire Knights. Yes, Guardian Empire Knights. They are the people that we are going to have to deal with here. That's the reason why we are having such a high renown value, as far as I remember. They are quite strong, but I don't think we need to worry too much about them. Oh, also Empire Immortals. Yes, Empire Immortals as well. All right, not too bad. And indeed, yeah, the enemy just has... Yeah, I mean, they just didn't really know what to do with their cavalry by the looks of things. They're just consistent. Look at this. They're all stuck. Yeah, they're all spawning in and getting stuck slightly behind their own forces. That's perfect. That's wonderful. That's exactly what we want to see. And, you know, I gotta say, I actually do feel as though the Triarius, which I think is a new unit, I think it's a new unit, or at the very least I haven't seen it that often before. So I think that's new to Pendor Rearmed, but I could be wrong, as I say, so don't quote me on that. But it is I think a very effective addition to the forces of the Empire. I think they needed something like that. You know, they needed like a pole arm user, or something that can just be extremely effective against cavalry. I think that really makes a huge difference, actually. So definitely something that is going to be very, very useful if you decide to use the Empire yourself, of course. Then, well, it's going to be good, but it's obviously not with a shield. It doesn't have a shield, so it is going to be a little bit weak against something that has a bunch of range, which obviously is most things, to be honest. But, you know, the Triarius against something like a bunch of straight-up cavalry, like, for example, Jatu Lancers, you know, Jatu Lancers, a bunch of those. A Triarius is going to absolutely destroy them. Or should, at the very least. Ooh, Shadow Legion as well. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we've got Shadow Legion too. Well, that's not so good. We lost our one Ice Guard Ranger there as well. That's not great. But the enemy is basically done. We've lost 11 of our forces now. Oh dear. Yes. See, this is one of the main problems you see with having such high-level troops, basically, right? This is one of the main issues. Every single death is painful. And also the reason why I kind of wanted to get more T-Knights and everything, so that we could actually just, you know, spread the load a little bit. But hilariously enough, my T-Knights don't even load into the battle. They don't even load into the battle because we have such good troops in the top of our party at the moment. So it's very, very difficult for anyone to literally get there and actually see the T-Knights in action. But there you go. We eliminated every single one of them. And indeed, there it is. Okay, so the question is, do we want to let these guys go? Yes, I think we will. This guy has a good personality. This guy doesn't. This guy also has a good personality. We're going to let him go too. I'd like to actually make peace with the Empire if at all possible, so that we might, in fact, get an opportunity to speak to one of these guys and maybe try to persuade them to join us. I'm not entirely sure if that's even... Is that even possible? I actually don't know. I don't know whether that's possible. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to just wait here for a little bit of time. I do think that my ladders are ready already. But unfortunately, we just need to kind of restore ourselves somewhat. Obviously, my wound treatment isn't maxed out or anything like that. Okay, yeah, we're only getting 11,000 in cash now. And the main reason why is because our villages were raided. One of them? Ah, I thought one of them had been raided. Yeah, Bretfen was raided, but yeah, I'm still getting 2,000. That's actually kind of significant. But yeah, we don't have Valenbray anymore. So that's obviously something to be aware of. That might be the reason why our money situation has gone down so dramatically. But yeah, can't do much about that, as I said. Oh, and we are once again going to get another Saliot. I'm actually very surprised. Okay, so let's just hope that the Empire doesn't have anything too dramatic here any further, because these guys obviously do have a lot of very, very potentially good troops. I'm going to try to focus on the crossbowmen in this one. And that is all she wrote right there. Very nice indeed. I am very thankful that we were able to do that. And actually, was I more effective? I think I was more effective attacking the crossbowmen this time. I think that definitely made a huge difference. Anyway, 140 of them were eliminated. Let's wait here for a little bit of time once again, just to restore our forces as much as we can. I have to be a little bit... Oh, hello. Look at this. Our Tea and Biscuits War Party is doing a very good job. I mean, there's one thing that I really, really wish was in Pendor, and that is being able to recruit the War Party to your army. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because then you could literally take 79 of these Tea Knights into your party for a fee. And I'm talking about paying 100,000 or 150,000 or something like that. Just because these units are so good, you could definitely see yourself doing that. I think so, at least. Anyway, let's just do a little bit of building of the ladders once again. Let's see if they decide that they want to sally out once more. They didn't. Okay, so no more sally out. That's actually fine. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. And we are going to see if we can maybe inflict as much damage as possible with our purely ranged troops. And hopefully we're going to have a good time. If not, then I'm not sure what we're going to do, but hopefully something good in the end. Nice. Good damage. Good damage. Okay. Can we get some people over there? Yeah, this is actually really good. This is actually working out much better than anticipated. And because of all the sally outs and stuff like that, I'm going to be... oh, ow. Okay. That's kind of harsh. Yeah, that is kind of harsh. But yeah, because of all the sally outs, we actually now have the possibility of being very easily capable of just retreating anytime we want, because it doesn't really matter about the 20 Renown penalty at this point. You know, look at the damage though. The damage we're doing right now is actually staggering. The enemy has already lost massive amounts of troops, and I am actually probably just going to stand here. I think I'm just going to stand here and I'm just going to let my forces do their damage, because this is extremely effective. Alright, so I'm actually going to tell my forces to charge in here. They've only eliminated about 130 of the opponent, which I'd personally like to see more than that, right? I'd like to see at least 250 before we go in and actually try to... Oh. Well, I was at 1% HP. It was bound to happen at some point. I wasn't expecting it to happen that soon, but yeah, sure. Okay, fine. Now, the question is, are we being stupid? Yeah, I think we're being stupid by charging in here, actually. Yeah, that's probably a big mistake, but I'm going to just let them do a little bit more damage here. Just a small amount. Let's try and just kill this one guy up here. Can we just... Oh, I should have retreated already. See, now that's the reason why I was thinking that I should have retreated. Yeah, we're just going to go. We're just going to go. I'm going to cut my losses right there. Okay, so 162, that's pretty nice. We only ended up losing 4. And we're going to just leave. Now, we're only going to leave because I want to level up some of my people. Pendor Knights, once again. Man-at-Arms, very nice. And then we can get some of these guys. Get another Hero Adventurer. And now this is the point. You want to make sure, and this is obviously what's going to happen over time, no matter what happens, but you always want to make sure that your army, despite getting additional troops, doesn't get significantly weakened over time, right? Because obviously, as time goes on, it's going to happen. You're going to lose troops, and so you're going to have to then do something about it. You're going to have to recruit more people, and that's what's going to be extremely important in those situations. So you're going to have to recruit more people, but those people have to be the same skill level, or, you know, about the same at the very least. Otherwise, you're going to be in a situation where you're replacing extremely strong troops with weaker troops, and then you're going to end up losing a massive amount of battles because your combat strength isn't the same as it used to be. So that's the point. And now what we're going to do is we're literally just going to... I'm personally just going to stand back here because the enemy is coming out, as you can see. The enemy is literally running out of the battlements, and you can see there, this is a big mistake on their part. They should not do this. If they literally stood there in the battlements, just absorbing all of our arrows with their shields and so on and so forth, we would not be able to kill more than... I don't know, probably more than 20, 30, maybe 50 if we're lucky, people, and that's it. We wouldn't be able to do anything more than that, and I'm actually very surprised that they are deciding to charge so dramatically. Look at this. Look at what's actually going on here. This is actually insane. I would not have expected them to be as audacious as this, considering the fact that our forces have so many ranged troops, and so many good ranged troops at that. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to just go over here. I'm just going to stand all the way over here, just being very careful. Obviously, I can command my troops while I'm dead anyway, but I'd like to be alive for this if at all possible. But we're just going to let them do this, and we'll see how many we're able to kill before we run out of ammo. You know, it actually looks as though enemies are coming out here just purely because they seem to have gone insane. I don't know what's going on with them, but as you can see, they're just running into us randomly now. And yeah, this time around, we are going to be charging in. We are just going to be going for it right now. I don't think that the enemy really has any troops that can kind of face up to us right now. Our hero adventurers alone are going to be enough to push forward here. We're probably going to be able to get onto the battlements at least, and then once we're on there, well, it's going to be very difficult to dislodge us. It's going to be pretty easy for me to die here, so I have to be a little bit careful. But nah, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's all right. Okay, yeah, we can just be a little bit careful here. Don't really want to die against some crossbowmen if I can help it. And with that, I think we've got this in the bag. Actually, I'm calling it right now. I feel like we have got this in the bag, despite the fact that the opponent still has a significant amount of troops, and they are, of course, as you might expect, still putting up a pretty big fight. I still think we've got this, you know, even though, as you see right here, they are still, you know, I mean, literally, the amount of damage we've done is rather impressive. Wait a minute, what is actually going on here? Look at this. There isn't actually a staircase down here. So if I were to jump right now, I would die. I would die right here, which is not, no, that's not very nice. That's not very nice. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to do with this. I guess what I could do is just use my thrown weapons a little bit, but I have a bad feeling I'm just going to hit one of my own troops. Oh, I literally hit a recruit from all the way over here in the head. Wow, that's something that I'd never be able to do again. Yes, I would never ever be able to do that again, but there you go. All right. I guess I can try to maybe do that again. What? We actually hit another recruit. Oh, okay, that's quite funny. We did actually end up killing them as well. Okay. Definitely not something I was anticipating, but yeah, that's fine. Okay, great. Let's charge down here and see if we can do some damage. We've only killed 23 people. We need to rectify that situation. Let's kill more of them. Let's kill as many as we can handle before we end up dying. I'm going to throw caution to the wind here, because technically I could just stand up there, being all nice and safe. But no, that is not the bear-tilled way. That is not the bear-tilled way at all. The bear-tilled way is running in and dying first. From a lance, or from a crossbow bolt, or a thrown weapon to the face. Always to the face, of course. Always to the face. But yes, that's generally how we do it. And yeah, actually, we're done. Look at that. We are actually done. There's nothing I can do actually myself anymore, because my forces are going to be blocking me, and I won't be able to walk by them. But yes, that is it. Another 20 kills, and we should have captured Janos. And I will attempt, actually, if I can, to capture the remaining fiefs for the Empire as well, or at the very least force them into some kind of peace agreement, potentially. I'd like to hopefully have that happen, but yeah, we need to try to make some more money, so I'm going to be giving this to myself. Janos to myself, of course. I think that just makes sense, considering I literally put in all the work, I guess, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Anyway, 50 renown for us right there. Okay, not too bad. And yeah, 52. I actually got 52 kills in the end. Oh, I didn't even see that. All right, so that's pretty nice. And then the rest of these guys can actually leave. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to let this guy go once again. Gonna let this guy go once again. I need to get at least, I think we need to get at least 10 relation. I could be wrong about that, by the way, so don't quote me once again. But as far as I remember, we need at least 10 relation, or maybe it's 5. I don't know. I can't remember, like I said. But we need a a certain amount before we are capable of trying to persuade them to join us, and I'm kind of hoping we'll be able to do that. So let's see what happens. I am going to try, if I can, to get as many people as possible here. Unfortunately, the troop quality that they have in the prison here is not very good. Yeah, we're gonna have to take these Ghazi Reavers. We have 21 spaces. Cobra Warriors don't become anything, right? They don't become Anaconda Knights or anything? No, they don't. Okay, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Thank you very much. Do they have Pendor? Do they have Pendor units? I don't think they do. Eventide Gilman? I guess they're okay. Heretic Worshippers, Heretic Minions, I guess they could be kind of useful somewhat. What else do they have here? Nothing super amazing. Pendor Light Bowmen, that's not actually helpful. Malian's Heavy Cavalry, I guess I could get some of them. We get some of the Jatu Warders, Rangers? No, Maiden Warders, no. We don't really want to get any of those. Do they have any Empire Crossbowmen? There's no way they do, right? No, there's no way they do, because that's them. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of something here. I guess just take the Noble Riders, and then we have 3 spaces, and I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do, to be honest. There we go. Yeah, we are wanting to have it for ourselves. Do we? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. Okay, this is a tournament. Okay, building inspectors? What? Building inspectors? Okay, no, we're not going to be doing that anytime soon. No, let's not do that. Okay, yeah, so first of all, I need to buy some food. We need some food. And should probably sell these. I need to be a little bit careful. Okay, yeah, no, we're absolutely fine there. We've got a little bit of space as well. Mercenary Highlanders, that's probably going to be quite nice. Donovan would be pretty useful too. Let's just actually kill this guy. If I... okay. If I can. What was that? Did you see that? I literally just bonked him on the head and it did nothing. Alright, so yeah, that's absolutely fine. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to obviously go into the castle here, and this is Empire Immortal territory, so just bear that in mind. So if we do get the ability to get a war party, for example, then this is extremely, extremely powerful. That's very, very strong. So what we can do now is we can train our steward. We're going to do that. We're gonna have to get some troops really, really fast, by the way. We're gonna have to get some troops really, really quickly. That's the reason why I'm training my steward right now, because I don't know whether that makes any difference, but I kind of think it does. Okay, come on now. Yes, okay, finally. Okay, yeah, so he's done. And now we can speak to him again. So yes, now we are going to send a quartermaster to recruit, and as you can see, we can get a baggage train from here, and we can also do some of this stuff if we want to as well, but I don't really want to right now. We need another Qualis gem if we're going to create another CKO. That's also the reason why, by the way, I have not given up on Ethos, because it has our CKO there, and if I literally left, we would not be able to create them anymore. So, yeah, that's the reason. Anyway, that is going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.